Welcome back to the Cali G Kitchen, and welcome to day 83 of your 101 day food and fasting program. Today we have a free day, but we are going to cook up a little bit of a cheat meal. We're going to have chicken chorizo pasty with chips, chilli and garlic. As you can see, I've already made a start. So over here I've got some chicken thighs that's steaming because I've run out. Those have been on for nearly 20 minutes now. They've got about 4 minutes left. Got some boiling water here for our chips. Got a pan that I'm just heating up there. That's going to be for our chicken and chorizo. But yeah, we're going to just start by cutting our chips. We've got 3 nice big potatoes here. So you want to cut our chips around 1.5 centimetres thick. All the way around. 1 centimetre to 1.5 centimetres, just like that. We're going to blanch these literally for 6 minutes. We'll let them steam off and then we'll get them into the oven. Just get rid of any dodgy bits on these. Nice lengthy chips as well. Leaving the skins on as well. If you don't like skins, feel free to take them off. But I think it's the best part of the potato, to be totally honest with you. Okay, lid is going on. We're going to leave those for 6 minutes. And now we'll make a start on the chicken chorizo filling. I'm going to start by chopping up around 100 grams of this chorizo. This is going to be enough for the pasties today, and we are going to keep some for tomorrow's meal. So we'll keep some of the chicken and chorizo just to go into our salad tomorrow. We're making a super salad tomorrow with a mix of everything, using up all the little bits of leftovers and stuff that we've got in the fridge, and we'll be adding a few more things to it to create a super salad. I'm just removing this skin from this chorizo. That you don't have to do this is just me. Okay, I'm going to slice this chorizo, I can't even see it, chorizo just into a little, smaller than that if you can actually. And if you can just take these little discs, you've got to bear in mind this is going into a pasty, so we need to make it the right size, just so it's not too bulky. So just going to take these little circles, these little discs, and chop them in half. Yeah, these are going to go into this pan here. No need to put any fat in. As you can see there, and you probably already know that the fat content of chorizo is quite high. So we'll just add them to a dry pan and let some of that fat render out. And that's what we're going to fry the peppers and the onions in. So we're going to chop up a red onion. Remove the skin from that. Going straight in with these onions. We're going to chop up a bell pepper. We've also got a chili pepper. I'm going to throw a chili in with it as well. Got an orange bell pepper here. I'm going to push the core in, top and tail, open it out, run the blade along the inside. Straight in with these peppers. Same again, just be mindful that these have got to go inside the pasty, so if you've got any bigger bits like this, just chop them up. Forgot to mention, but it is on the recipe already, I've got the oven on. It's been preheating for the past 5 minutes or so. That's on 200 degrees. I think I need to turn it down a little touch. You don't need it that hot for the pasties. I always tend to preheat my oven on the highest setting and then turn it down. Got this chili pepper here that I've just took the top off. Basically just scraped out the insides, the seeds, and the other little white bits. Okay, that is 6 minutes done. That means this chicken come off, these chips can come off as well. So as always, chips or roasties or any kind of potato that will pre-cook in, we allow to drain off, allow the moisture to evaporate, and just put these kind of skin side down, and we'll just help them along the way. Spread them out so they've got enough room to steam off so they're not all sticking together. And we'll kind of just leave them 3 to 5 minutes just while we continue cooking this chorizo, onions and peppers. And now for the chicken. So we've got 3 boneless, skinless, steamed chicken thighs. And we're just going to chop these up into little 1 centimetre cubes. And then straight into the pan with these. We are going to go in with some extra smoked paprika, going in with a tablespoon of this. Might be a little more than a tablespoon there. Salt and pepper. In with some pepper, and we are going to use just a little touch of garlic granules, probably around half a teaspoon there. So our chips still need a minute or so, but they're nearly done. Going into this bowl. With a tablespoon or 2 of coconut oil. And then we're going to go straight in with these chips. So the heat from these chips will melt this coconut oil, so we'll just pop these in just for a minute. Kind of give them a mix. And we'll let that coconut oil just melt for a minute, and then we'll give them a good mix, get them all coated, and then they can go into the air fryer for 20 to 25 minutes. Going in with some salt to the chips. Now them's nicely coated in all that coconut oil. These are going to go into the air fryer, 200 or 220 I think, basically on the highest setting. Filling's looking extra tasty. We're going to turn this off now. We're going to roll out the pastry and roll out the dough, and we're going to build our pasties now. All I'm doing here, just greasing up this tray. You can use any sort of oil you like. I'm just using a tiny touch of olive oil there. Can't decide whether to do one big pasty or some smaller ones. I think I might make one giant one, you know. I'm just going to get some of this gluten-free flour onto the surface. Kind of roll these, get these coated in at first because they're quite sticky. These have been in the freezer and they're defrosted now, but they're quite sticky around the edges. So you're going to form these into little dough balls. Yeah. Do you know what it is? I think I'm going to go for one giant pasty, maybe two. Let's have a look. Basically, let's see how this dough holds out. If it holds together, there you go. We're going to make two decent sized pasties. always make sure you've got enough flour down on your surface to kind of dust the surface area. And what you want to do throughout rolling or flattening out your dough, your pastry, is just give it a bit of a flip. As you can see, I didn't do that on the last attempt, and I've kind of just had to start again. How we're going to do this. So we've got one of our pastries there, and what we're going to do, hold on just a minute. I think I'm going to go plan A. I'm going to make one giant pasty. There's the base of our pasty. We've kept that around, I would say probably around 3 or 4 mil thick. So not quite half a centimetre, but probably around that thick. Now we're going to start with our topping. trying to get this same size as the base. I think that's nearly there. Right. Going in with some of this filling. Generous portion. Going over the top with some mozzarella. And we are going to use a little touch of cheddar. Now the moment of truth. Are we going to get the crust or the topping on top of the base? Is this going to work out alright? I'm going to use our roller here just to give us a helping hand with it. Start there, basically layer it on top and roll it over. Not going to be the best shaped pasty in the world, but it's going to be a tasty one. I'm kind of just trying to nip the edges of this together. Kind of nipping and rolling it, tucking it in. I think that is about as good as I'm going to get. Last thing I'm going to do just pierce it. Be able to let that steam in the middle get out. Okay, that is going into the oven for around 18 to 20 minutes. At 190 degrees. Well, yeah, I'm going to end this video now and we'll come back for part 2. I'm going to get tidied up. We'll come back for part 2 when I'm about to serve that up. We'll check on the chips. I'm probably going to give them another 10 minutes or so. They've had 15 minutes I think, so we'll give them another 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'll see you guys back in 18 to 20 minutes. Goodbye for now.